The horrific death of 5-year-old Ethan Belcher and what led to it continues to reverberate across Metro Detroit.
Many are wondering how even after police and state involvement did Ethan end up back with his parents, who are now charged in his murder. Local 4 is now asking some serious questions about Michigan Child Protective Services and how the state responds not only to this crime, but child abuse in general.
Rod Maloney has been working this story and joins us live tonight from Madison Heights with a further look into the case and what answers he's been able to get tonight. Rod?
Yeah, there's a lot to unravel here, Karen. For instance, this is the Children Protective Services investigation done 5 years ago. Says things have not been historically good at the department, but it's 5 years old. Then we got this Office of Children's Ombudsman report. It's about a year old. Doesn't tell you much of anything. And so we have a lot of questions. We want to know more about why it is that when we ask what happened in this case, we get nothing.
5-year-old Ethan Belcher suffered a lot of pain in his young life, as did his siblings. Here is his hand. It's the least of his injuries. Local 4 obtained other pictures will not show of a black eye nearly closed shut and bruises. His aunt Ashley Belcher reported this to Lincoln Park Police back in 2021.
It was a house of terror, a house of terror.
Lincoln Park Police Chief Ray Waters tells Local 4 officers arrested Ethan's stepfather, 27-year-old Shane Robert Shelton, removed Ethan and his siblings from their home, and then interviewed everyone involved, including the children, sending the case to Kim Worthy's office for charges. Today, Waters sent us this denial letter from Worthy's office, showing the phrase "denied for further investigation." Worthy's office said this goes with directions on what's needed to make a case. Chief Waters says none of that came along. Ethan's death and the accompanying bureaucratic issues left Ashley Belcher in tears.
We could have saved his life. He would have been here today had they just listened. There was more than one case through CPS about the abuse.
So we went to Child Protective Services looking to send a Freedom of Information request to get more information. But CPS falls under the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services. And in an email, they told us, quote, "By law, we cannot discuss any Children's Protective Services cases, and information is not available by FOIA as it is exempt from FOIA," end quote. We took that to Governor Gretchen Whitmer today.
What is it that we can do to shed more light on these problems and get more pressure to get a better system in place?
I didn't know that they were exempt from FOIA, so that you're educating me right now. I think that perhaps there's an opportunity for us to take a real hard look at it and see what more we can do.
Republican State Senator Jim Runstead is furious at the cloak of secrecy Child Protective Services stands behind.
This 5-year-old who was basically murdered in Detroit, and obviously a lot of interaction with CPS, and we can't get information. The law has to change. We've got to get this fixed. In order to be able to fix the system, we need transparency in finding out what's going on. It's maddening.
Now, the Children's Ombudsman tells us tonight that she is investigating what happened in the Ethan case, but her office tells us we will never have access to that report. They will not give that up. They cannot give it up, they say, by law. They added that any recommendation for change in the child welfare system gets sent to appropriate agencies, and we would likely see that published in the Ombudsman's annual report. But that's the brick wall we keep running into. So we'll wait for the next report to come out there, but we have many more questions that we want to ask, and we'll continue to, by the way. Back to you.
And great job getting Governor Whitmer, her comments, as she said, educating her on this very important topic. Lawmakers obviously aware of this. Do they have anything in the pipeline, though, to try to change the system?
Well, State Senator Jim Runstead said that he has requested a bill, but he's in the minority. He's a Republican now. He needs Democratic help on the other side of the aisle. So far, he doesn't have any. That doesn't mean he's not going to continue trying. In the meantime, the governor says that she is going to be looking into this because she wants to see what might be able to change. But she says there are a lot of things that need to be looked at before anything can happen. So we'll stay on this, no doubt about it. Back to you.
So important. Okay, Rod, thanks.